Folsom High School inaugural New Year's Challenge, the 5 o'clock game as Campolindo will take on Lincoln. Campolindo 9-2 out of the North Coast section, coached by Stephen Dyer in his 9th season. We've been covering them for a long time. And then you've got Lincoln, who is 11-1, number 2 in the state per Max Preps. They've won 9 straight, a member of the Sac Joaquin section, and they just got off winning down in San Diego. The nice tournament down there, the American division of the Holiday Classic. I'm Chris Babcock. I'm joined by my broadcast partner, Lauren Goodman. I'm going to give you the officials, and then we're going to work our magic. Gary Workman, L.J. Guidry, and Abdul Ragged. I'm Chris Babcock, Lauren Goodman. Good afternoon. Lauren, you didn't need me today.
Welcome. Yes, I did, man. I need
you were
you back
killing
in the
it.
mix.
You were killing it. I was having my pregame burger and a little cup of coffee, and I said, man, maybe I should go home and watch some football, but these coaches have helped us prepare. We're looking forward to bringing you the action. Lincoln early action, 2 shots, 3 shots, and we saw him early in warm-ups, and he appears to be like one of those old throwback forwards, Dylan Fanucci, with the putback to 6'8" junior.
You know, Lincoln's coming with pressure early.
Let's give you the starters first for Campo: Marchetti, Beld, Rendell, Pastori, and Devine. And hopefully I'm pronouncing those last names correctly. You can correct us in the chat line. Simmons, Davis, Lindsay, Moore, and Fanucci. Moore is already committed to Weber State. We've been covering him for a long time as well.
And there he is off the dribble.
Like the mid-range and gets the hometown roll nowhere near Stockton. And it's 4-zip early on for the Trojans. But you can't turn your back because Campo's going to attack. Don't misread the book.
And the big fella here.
A lot of guys jogging back, not having any vision of their...
Pushes the tempo.
And bam, they'll get up on top of you. And the 6'1" senior, averaging nearly 4.5 points a game, will go to the free throw line. Their last game, they lost to Archie Williams up in the Bandbauer Classic, I believe. They will host Western Ranch on Tuesday. They're scoring at nearly 59 a game and giving up nearly 52. Their keys, and these come right from the coaches: limit turnovers, 2, defensive rebound, and take away the three-point line. Will give you the keys for Coach Matthews on the next dead ball.
And here we go, Kappa. You know, we love to watch Campolindo play.
Yes, they do a lot of good things.
Absolutely.
Players having vision on the basketball, helping the helper, and you might beat them physically, but you're not going to beat them off the assignment. 6-2 start for the Trojans.
Oh, good corner turn.
Marchetti, he had 29 points in one of the games in the tournament. Mid-range doesn't fall, and you've got great positioning on the board. Campos doesn't have really big size, but they'll put a hip on you, and they'll get space, and they'll get their rebounds. Lincoln's given up just 52 points a game, scoring at nearly 70.
Oh, backdoor
Look
slide.
at first Wilsonberger. Serve back hot. Fanucci, the Pison.
Right off the grill?
Right off the grill, and it's perfect grilling weather. But what's a Wilsonberger?
Even though he got screened right there,
salty, leathery, and the soft touch.
He didn't swipe crazy.
No.
I like this.
No.
He's going to be an interesting player all game.
Yes.
I can't wait to watch him.
Inbound for Campo. It's a Wilson basketball. It's a block shot. It honors Bill Russell and my late father. And you don't need to block every shot.
No.
But you can affect, especially early on, you get that early block. Lays in the head of your opponent. I think we're still working on the clock.
And we got 3 officials here for the latter part of the night, so we're going to have some efficiency.
Yeah, the next game will be Folsom against Monterey Trail. And then our finale will be Vanden against Sheldon. Coach Holloway with a milestone win last night, his 300th as a coach. It's amazing. We're going to honor the coaches today. We've got great players, no question about it. But coaches doing a lot of good things. Coach Dyer, 190, hopefully I'm correct, 7 20-win seasons. They were the 19 D1 CIF champs, the 20 NorCal champs when things got weird. We won't get into it. The NCS Open champs in 2022, and they were the Open runner-up that year as well. Good inbound play, back rim, and the ball will stay with Campolindo.
And it's going to be a team effort for sure for Campolindo. As you see every play, they're kind of like bouncy, ready to go, having that little extra spark.
Yeah, Moore's averaging nearly 18 and a half a game, 7 rebounds, and nearly 4 assists. Good offense once again, Divine. But then you've got to turn and face, and if you don't, Zeke Davis has played a lot of basketball here for Lincoln, 6'5" senior. Remember when he was a freshman? Mm-hmm. And something I wanted to talk to you about, but I think I already know the answer is, in football, we don't have many kids playing at freshman varsity. But in basketball, we do, and I have to imagine that's because of AAU.
Mm-hmm. But we also don't have the age thing with football.
Right.
So that plays a big difference. But I was like, these 3 guys, Davis, Lindsey, and Moore, we've seen them play a ton in the last 4 years.
Campo always looking for a better shot. The wing 3 is good.
Knock it down.
He's averaging 12, just over a 12 a game. The 6'3" senior Gavin Rindell. Eight, 7. Both these teams, they'll run their offense, but they can do things individually if they have to. Moore, 13 on the shot clock. Fanucci.
Big fella.
Down low.
Get out the way.
Oh, little basket cut. Trey Simmons, speaking of a freshman, has the cut, trusting his teammate, the Fanucci, will feed him the ball, and he does just that.
Great soft touch, way to keep it, not lose it out of control.
Drive, no good. And Fanucci with another rebound. He's only averaging 4 rebounds a game. I love this. He's a little gassed. He's not going to fool anybody. He's waving to the bench. They're going to sub in a little pick and roll at the top of the key.
I want to see Moore use that screen, come off a little bit more aggressive, but, I mean, he can't be stopped.
Yeah. Weber State's got a great player, and he's got a lot of high school left. I mean, this is a team, this is what this showcase is all about. Campo, we've talked about their success. Trojans have had themselves. Coach Matthews got him for 120 wins, 421 seasons. And they're always in the mix of things in the Sac Joaquin section. Out of control by Beld. You got to turn and face, and Lindsey will just put the pressure on you.
It's super aggressive off the dribble, and you see right there is why, and we're going to get a timeout immediately after that bucket.
You're watching the Folsom New Year's Eve Challenge on NorCal Sports TV. You can make mistakes offensively with Campolindo, miss a shot, maybe force one. You blow a defensive assignment, no way that's going to be an immediate timeout. Common opponents between these teams both have beat Liberty. Mm-hmm. Lincoln beat Clayton. Clayton's in Campo's league. They'll play down the road. But I was just talking to Coach Dyer for the game, talking about playoff seeding and, Lincoln playing teams from the Bay Area, getting those common wins because, again, section playoffs are the most important because if you don't do well there, you're not going to get to the CIF.
No.
But then you've always got to have big vision. If you're a winning program, you got to accumulate your film. You got to know where you possibly could be going. And what do teams do off a timeout? Well, when they're well coached,
they execute. And what other way better than Campolindo backdoor cut?
And then
yes,
that's all right. He'll live with that.
He'll take a couple of those. Did you see on that last play, Lindsey pushing in transition, Nobody stops them, but Campolindo off the timeout.
That's Indiana basketball. We're going Hoosiers black and white film right there.
I always get this call, Babcock. I always get a call of, what is it about Campolindo? What do you see when you guys call their game? It's always, we get high raves when we call their games, but it's a system that when in doubt, they know like the back of their hand.
Yeah,
period.
And Coach Dyer's obviously had some guys. I mean, Aiden Mahaney, the reality that he is now 21 years old. We've been covering him since he was a freshman, having a lot of other guys I'm not mentioning, but then all of these guys putting in the effort, sticking and playing together. They do good things, but when it comes down to the physical things like the situation here, that's where they're going to win. You can't put yourself in that position because this is a team in Lincoln just experienced. They're going to just take advantage. This game was 9-8 a few seconds ago.
And he just ripped it out of his hands. And we're going to see if he can get an old-fashioned here.
But they play sound basketball. When you don't beat yourself, you know that you're going to put yourself in a good position. But when you play a superior team, they've got to make mistakes. And so far, Lincoln's been playing really well offensively and making things difficult as they are here offensively for Campo.
Starting with that defensive pressure, but every time Campo gets an opportunity, it makes something happen.
Divine, the nearly 11 points a game, 6'6" senior. Important basket for Campolindo. High-scoring game, and you've got a team that in Lincoln's only giving up 52 a game and scoring 70. You got to flip that card early on.
It starts with getting defensive stops, and
can't let him get the Bobcat in that deep. And the thing about Zeke, he's got in the weight room first of all,
for surely,
and then his natural ability mixed in there. 2011 Trojans. And speaking of recent alums, I mean, Miles Bird is the word, doing his thing at San Diego State. And remember Andre Kelly a number of years ago when we first started covering Lincoln and the Dunks and that school is, both these schools are champion schools.
Champion level expectations from both sides for sure.
Yeah. So time for Campo. Sorry,
no, you're good.
Campo needs to get reconnected here in these last 100 seconds of the game, or the quarter rather.
They're still just being patient, taking what's given to them.
Put the foot on the red line, and this is a no call. Here's a good shot of it.
Can't get around you if you
watch his left foot where it should be.
There's the foul.
Yep. You got to beat him, anticipate that.
And it's that big step, that over dramatic to the left and get that out.
Nice defense, making it tough on Campo. And then Lindsey turning on the gas. Bad pass.
Trying to go cross court.
Dueling bad passes. That might work against some of the teams in their league, but not here against Lincoln. That should have been 2 passes. Under a minute here in the first quarter. Spot up 3. Rebound Campo.
And I want to see Moore come off that screen and get really open and then create.
Nice defense. Help defense by Trey
Wilson.
Jackson. Just checking into the game.
We got to come over to Wilson for our guards.
Trey Jackson coming right off the bench and helping defensively. Chance to make this a double-digit lead in the first quarter for Lincoln. Moore. Lindsey takes the baseline.
Got him beat off the first step.
Yep. clock will be off, I believe.
It's just that little bit of change of speed. He's still trying to go to that baseline cross, which just got him in trouble. So you got to take a little bit further, deeper step so he can swing that to the corner side and get to that corner jumper that they probably practice on.
Yeah. I thought I was forgot the rules of basketball. The shot clock is off.
Yes.
You don't do a game for 6 days. You have some self-doubt.
He's a little rusty, but we back in this thing.
I'm back.
Doing more things.
So Campo went scoreless there for a good couple of minutes, but then held Lincoln scoreless as well. End of the first here from the Folsom New Year Showcase on NorCal Sports TV. (20 to 11), Lincoln over Campolindo. Things got a little difficult there offensively. Credit Lincoln for stepping up the pressure. But Lauren, quickly, what do you think that Coach Dyer is talking about in between quarters?
He is a type of guy who let the execution work for itself. We got to match the physicality. I definitely think Lincoln just came out more physical, more athletic than them. And so now that we've gotten the first quarter, take a deep breath. But he's going to stick to his system. He knows that his guys, that's the best way that they can stay in the ball game. They can't go one-on-one. They're not going to play that type of game. But if they can get in their sets, start executing and getting some stops on the other end, just based off the athleticism, as we got some clock issues here.
Yeah.
Didn't start
I brought
the shot clock.
I brought the clock issues. What's interesting is that Lincoln played last night. It was a big win over Tracy. Tracy was 12-0 going into the last night. They got doubled up and then some by Lincoln, 74-32. All right, we're back. They're just starting so far away from the basket. Also checking in is George Fuji for Lincoln. And Bluford as well.
And I like it just because they just had the game last night. So go into a zone on the out of bounds, make them shoot shots, deep ones, obviously. We've seen how far out they were on that last play.
Yeah, and they might not play zone ever again, but just once or twice a game, just to give your opponent. 22-footer goes, we've got a deflection, goes out of bounds.
Great read by the sideline official.
Officials working together.
This is a very dominant crew. Get the best of the best. Starting off with these three.
Simmons, wide open look. In and out, long rebound. Bluford tracks it down. And then the little Bob Lanier jump hook is good. Speaking of freshmen.
Uh-oh. We're in trouble.
I can't remember a year that that Coach Matthews has been at Lincoln where they haven't had at least a couple of freshmen on the roster. You got Simmons, freshman, Bluford, freshman.
The great programs, they're going to have one or two rookies, as we call them, because it's better, especially if you're getting rotation. Like they're in the game right now in the second quarter, so that means they're playing. It's about being on varsity and playing. I tell coaches this all the time. Don't bring a young guy up if you're not going to play him. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
Too easy for more.
Campo with the rebound. Divine. Beld will bring it up. Campo's been scoreless for a while. This time get a little inside-outside action. Second opportunity, front rim is short. And long rebound goes to Simmons.
And they just can't uncrack the seal on the rim right now for Capo.
Yeah, because I was looking and I was like, hey, last 100 seconds, and they were stuck at 11 and getting easy access, but another missed layup by Lincoln. You're just going to let.
Just go to the rim. He's double pumping. Yeah. He doesn't have to right now.
Yeah. Just go strong.
Yeah. It's throwing his shot off just a little smidgen hair. And he doesn't need to. He has the height and the leaps.
Rossiter will check in. Fanucci back into the game for Lincoln. Sideline inbound for the Cougars.
Campo just not able to get it going as they just patiently execute.
Still aren't going to force it. They're going to still look for a great shot.
That was great hands.
Well, it's easy to grab it when you bring it down and let me grab,
Lindsey was right there on
got to keep that basket.
Right,
got to keep it up high.
He should have just tipped it in and finished. Gain another one.
Speaking of going strong. Pastor plane did not fade away. Went strong, stayed in there, and that 4-minute scoreless streak of Campo is over, and the ball goes out of bounds.
Didn't need to save that one right there. It was off the Trojans, so he should probably just let it go out, but I like the hustle.
Lindsey will inbounds. He's averaging 15 a game. My favorite stat, nearly 6.5 assists a game. These teams are easy to prepare for because the coaches are responsive. Their stats are on max preps. And, as Mrs. Babcock's driving us home from the Rose Bowl, it's easy to break this team down. Elbow jumper. And
too smooth.
Just the second field goal of the second quarter for Lincoln. But on the other hand, Campolindo hasn't scored, and then Marchetti gets the green light there. He's averaging 15 a game.
We see just a little hezzy.
The mid-range,
that was filthy.
They didn't shoot. The old man, get off my lawn. If they didn't shoot threes this whole game and just work in mid-range, how great would that be?
That's one thing Campolindo's going to do is make a free throw. You see on the other side how we got to this situation. Just saw it a couple times in that first couple games, but that finding the way to get underneath the arm to get that contact.
Anthony Moore back into the game, and also seeing his first action for Campo is Noah Henry, 24-15. Campo will pick up midcourt. Triple threat position, turn and face.
And I love the pressure
More.
matchup.
Just nice.
8 points in this first half already. He hasn't taken a contested shot yet.
No. Largest lead has been 11. Has been there a couple of times. Little two-man game. Rendell. 20-footer goes 21 off the glass, and here come the Trojans. You better stop the dribble. That's Campo basketball. Noah Henry. It's like you fill out the application over at camp. They don't have applications. We're just having fun. But take a charge.
Yes, that's
unconditionally is going to be like line top 10 in there.
That's the number one thing.
I don't know what Noah Henry's going to do the rest of the game, but when they needed a stop there,
they got it.
He's ready to help and have vision, common sense stuff, but it doesn't happen that much vision on the basketball.
And they're trying to get into their sets.
A lot of length in that paint. But Rendell.
No fear. Airball one, come back and knock down the next. We're not worried about it.
Rendell, 6'3", played a lot of basketball for Coach Dyer. down 8. They were down 9 at the end of the first quarter, so they've made some progress. But they're going to get back in this game getting stops, and it's easier said than done.
They just got to keep chipping.
Freshman trying to do a little too much, and a turnover.
Love the control there.
Fearless.
Marchetti. And I love how he switched it to the left hand intentionally. That's why when you make the left hand layup, the outside hand don't get it blocked because it was trees down there.
Marchetti just, I know he knows where the weight room is. That's a strong play to the basket. 5'10" senior, and all of a sudden it's a 6-point game. That's just smooth. Long rebound. Campo gets this one, twice, 3 times. The freshman cleans up. You appear to have a stop, but then that long rebound because you don't cut off the weak side and back to an 8-point game.
Everybody kind of froze after that second attempt.
Rarely is Campolindo having to give a ticket on the floor. They're usually participating, not spectating. Nice cut. Henry with the catch and the patience and the layup. There's their best set of the game.
That's what's going to get them back in this ball game.
They've doubled up their score. They only had 11 in the first quarter. They've put on another 11. But this relentless, skilled offensive Lincoln of Stockton.
Spin cycle.
The freshman bringing his lunch pail. The freshman bringing his lunch pail.
Big body. He's trying to go get an old-fashioned. And you see here.
Previous possession, he might have tried to do a little too much. Big fella, keep doing it. They're just being relentless.
The strength and the control there.
And he's going to get taller. Captain Obvious. But just the relentless down, and nobody put a body on him.
No, and it's the hands. If you see even when he grabbed that one, it's the pop to secure it. Secured it on that last play so it didn't get lost, and he gets the old-fashioned.
But you got to hip somebody. He did not get touched. Therefore, and then almost some thievery. We do here. Call the Folsom police. Lindsay with the thievery. But a great decision there by Davis. A shimmy and a shake. Little 2-man game, and the freshman gets another shot. They're not afraid to let the freshmen get their touches. I like that.
Going in the flow. The one thing, Lincoln, they're going to have some people that can go one-on-one, but they have a great system as well over there with the Trojans. Coach Matthews being able to put his team in the right position, execution, and then when you have those type of players that can go boom, pap, it makes it easier for you.
And they'll play, all these schools that are here, these last 3 games, they'll go and play anybody anywhere.
Absolutely.
I mean, Sheldon, they were in Clovis West last night, and they're playing here at 8 o'clock. I mean, that's Joey, and that's his group, that's his program. Then a careless foul in the backcourt, one of the rare defensive mistakes for Lincoln, and it's a hand check on Lindsay.
Yeah, if you know anything about the 30 years of coaching from Joey Rawlings, he does no problem taking an overnight red eye, whatever it takes to get to a ball game.
Those are fans. They're, you win, we go to Raising Cane's. They took a tough one. Maybe you go into the Jacket Box. Not a sponsor. Brindle. Doesn't go. Long rebound. Opportunity for Campo.
Oh, I like it.
Divine with the jump hook. Travel. Yep. Trying to do a little. Calm down a little.
Contact there. Let's see.
He's on that caffeinated coffee I got at the gas station.
Yeah.
See his feet.
Lifted up.
Yeah.
Just trying to brace.
Yep. And there really wasn't much needed to brace.
No. He was getting a lot of bumps down there.
Missed opportunity for Campo.
And Lindsay, just love the type of point guard he is. Very shifty.
Moore at the wing. Skip pass to the freshman.
And he's not afraid to score for sure.
He's not afraid to shoot. I mean, the scoring part will come, but Bluford. He's come in and done a nice job off the bench. And these are those games, right? You have these, they're freshmen. They've traveled down to San Diego. The teammates gave, you know how that goes. But here you are, the league win last night. I'm sure he got his minutes. But then on this stage, to be able to get that wing jumper and have your teammates feed you the ball, Marchetti trying to shut me up on that run.
Yeah, Marchetti heard us talking a little too much, and he needed to get a basket in quick.
34-24. Lincoln outscored Campo 14-13 in the second quarter. We're going to take a timeout, come back with the second half. You're watching the inaugural Folsom New Year's Eve. Let's just take two on this one. You're watching the Folsom New Year's Challenge on NorCal Sports TV.
The time to get in shape is finally here. The Boss Move Fitness app is here to help you accomplish your goals with a customized meal plan, day by day, with a shopping list to make sure that you're eating something nutritious and delicious to help you lose the belly fat for good. It also comes with a customized workout plan, whether you're in a gym or at home, so therefore you never ever have to question what you're doing to make sure you get in the shape that you want to be in. Get started today at GetStartedAtBossMoveFitness.com to accomplish your goals in no time. The time to get in shape is finally here. The Boss Move Fitness app is here to help you accomplish your goals with a customized meal plan, day by day, with a shopping list to make sure that you're eating something nutritious and delicious to help you lose the belly fat for good. It also comes with a customized workout plan, whether you're in a gym or at home, so therefore you never ever have to question what you're doing to make sure you get in the shape that you want to be in. Get started today at GetStartedAtBossMoveFitness.com to accomplish your goals in no time. 'The time to get in shape is finally here. The Boss Move Fitness app is here to help you accomplish your goals with a customized meal plan, day by day, with a shopping list to make sure that you're eating something nutritious and delicious to help you lose the belly fat for good. It also comes with a customized workout plan, whether you're in a gym or at home, so therefore you never ever have to question what you're doing to make sure you get in the shape that you want to be in. Get started today at GetStartedAtBossMoveFitness.com to accomplish your goals in no time.
34-24 Lincoln. They led by 9 at the end of one and extended that lead obviously by 1, if my Chico State math is correct. Just talking with Coach Wall about Jalen Wells and his experience last night, and you know, celebrate those kids that, you know, he was with COVID. And you know what? We'll just tease you. We're going to save that for the Folsom game.
We'll save it for the Folsom game. We got a lot of teasers.
34-24 here. Lincoln will start off with the basketball. Three doesn't go. Long rebound by Marchetti. Try to impress himself into the offense later part of the second quarter. He got enough stops defensively, but just the defensive rebounding gave too many extra shots for an already skilled offense in Lincoln. And then a easy turnover, and it's going to be showtime the other way.
Easy.
So, Lindsey, he's a good basketball player. Very strong, not afraid to attack the basket. And then I think Finucci's called on the rebound with the side of elbow here.
Yeah. But very physical. I almost didn't recognize him because, I'm the mom of the broadcast. So I seen him with a mustache. I didn't know who he was. But that's how much we've covered him.
Foul wasn't on Finucci. I'm wrong. I was incorrect. That was Lindsey. The foul was on. Marchetti from the baseline. 16-footer goes 17, and here comes the Trojans trying to impede onto this basket. Finucci. That's just...
We didn't need it.
That's a turnover.
Yeah.
But that's not a good pass. It's not. It's
tough
to catch.
Lane.
Tough to catch, right?
He already has him. Big fella's not looking. Big fella's actually looking for the rebound because he thought Lindsey was going to shoot it.
We're going to keep it here. We've got a timeout on the floor. Lauren, why don't you recap us on the day? Obviously, it's 36-24 here.
Man, we've been here all day.
Yep.
Waited for you. Kept your seat warm.
Waiting all day for Saturday night.
Waiting for my guy. But we started off Fortune 84, Ponderosa 71. They had a landslide. Granada lost to Natomas 74-58. Natomas had an outstanding ball game. Jenkins dropped 22 points, and we'll bring it back for the second half of our other two games when we come back.
A lot of physicality, but you play through it, and then we've got a technical, and Coach Matthews was not happy about that. Everything about this play is good until the ball goes through the basket. Everything's great right now.
And I hate it. I hate it. Because Marchetti's like 5'10". That's with grace. But he clearly, Davis has a significant height difference between the two, so we didn't need it. And this is a consistency. I'm trying to see how this is going to look during the playoffs. All the officials making sure they clean it up. So we had a couple technicals as we see him knock down the first, but there was a couple technicals in the first few games over the same type of energy.
So that was an and one, and then we've got two free throws down on the other end. Rendell will be at the free throw line. He'll get a couple. Misses the first. And Coach Matthews, I go for the coach's reactions. He was not happy, but it had nothing to do with the officials.
No.
He knew he knew exactly.
Yes.
So those are those growth moments.
Because I think since COVID, it's something that they want to clean up.
If that's a playoff game, though, in this situation, you're up. Things are comfortable. You're up 15, but you gotta measure. You don't need to boister already a great play. Speaking of great plays, I missed the free throws, but I'm going to get the steal and the layup. Rendell.
We'll take it.
Little triangle offense down here. Moore comes and meets the basketball.
Let's see if Moore can use the screen. Nope, he calls it off. Good find down low. Big fella.
These players share the basketball with the post players. If it's the Finucci's a junior, or even a couple of the freshman players, they share the basketball. A little Swin Nader skyhook. Google it. And Coach Dyer will call a timeout. We'll take a quick break. Here's a little offense. And Finucci's late to the library. It's 41-28. You're watching the Folsom New Year's Challenge on NorCal Sports TV. Lindsay will inbound. Campo with the timeout. And we knew they were going to switch up to something defensively, and they've gone to a little zone action here for Campo. Skip pass.
And I actually like it. He's running a matchup zone right now.
Rossiter over to Davis. He doesn't say a word, just heads up the court.
Look, way to learn your lesson quick, son.
Marchetti, Heartbreak Hotel, rebounded by Simmons. Up to Davis. Nice play defensively by Pastor. Rendell lets the I-50 traffic go by and hits the layup.
Good patience.
Rossiter is just a sophomore. He was a freshman last year, duh. But another skilled player for the Trojans. Rendell. Another board by Simmons. 6'4" freshman, averaging over 5 rebounds a game. Not afraid to go down and bring his lunch pail. Moore backing down the truck. Oh, goodness gracious. Look away. Feeds Simmons as a couple of Campo players got a near haircut from that Wilson ball flying by the side of their head. Little pick and roll, mid-range. Doesn't go. Rebounded by Lindsay.
Got to stay in that shot right there. Has a great soft touch, just didn't finish.
Bank that play, Luis, if you can. I'd like to get to it at some point.
Hand down everywhere.
Yeah, you guys all get excited about the dunks.
Nah.
I love that.
We love the dimes over here.
Yeah, that was a dime. And tax-free, by the way.
And Coach Matthews is not happy right now.
You're watching the Folsom New Year's Challenge on NorCal Sports TV. Timeout, 19-point lead, biggest of the game for Lincoln. Davis will inbound along the sideline. Just, that's easy access. Robeson with the rebound, 6'4" seniors. 12-footer goes.
They needed that.
Ravelos. Campo in modern history, that means what's on Max Preps, is 3-0 versus Lincoln. The last time they played was February 5th, 2022. That was I know where that was. That was over at Venture Academy. That game that showcase is now moved to Delta College. We'll have that coming up in early February. A lot of basketball here on NorCal Sports TV.
Why not?
Marchetti, long range. Campo needs to get some stops and get some baskets going and get reconnected on this.
Yeah, they can't trade baskets here. Not with this powerhouse like Lincoln.
Moore forced that one.
It's good hustle.
Trey Jackson, ball goes off his hands.
With the two sophomores down there fighting for the ball. So
Kaufman checks in for Campolindo. He'll guard Moore. Little box set here.
The young talent for sure for the Trojans. Very impressive thus far, whether it's hustle, making the plays, catching the ball, just being alert, which is why they're young players on varsity.
We're just waiting for the shot clock to get corrected. Our officials, Workman, Guidry, and Regard. Oh, a little highlights, Luis. Go ahead.
You see on that last play, bang, bang.
So Campo has lost their last 2 games. They'll get into league play, but first they've got a game on Tuesday against Weston Ranch. Another thing about Coach Dyer, he is 4-0 against the Marty Spartunis of Winton and Treat, better known as De La Salle. I don't think there's any schools that are 4-0 against De La Salle except for Campolindo.
Look at the
Look at
hustle here.
Marchetti. Look at Marchetti. A little scramble, and then
We'll take it.
we get handsy.
And we see Coach
Bernardi.
Dyer hand clapping from the sideline. He loves the hustle. He'll take those tough fouls if it's with that type of effort.
Bernardi needed to anticipate a little bit better there, and wouldn't be called for the foul, would get the steal.
Just a hair short. That one little split second plays the difference, as we tell on that last play. Uh-oh. The ankle breaker himself.
Lindsay, a little drive and kick, and Rossiter averaging nearly 5 points a game, and then we've got the moving screen by Marchetti with a side of elbow.
And I've been talking about this all day. You can't release.
This is a
till the rub
drive-by
is off.
screen.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't even. I mean, most of the time we're critical of him is when the 2 feet are planted, and then it's the shoulder lean or the knee up. Marchetti was a drive-by screen.
Let me use you as a body.
Yeah. Let me get a little flipper right here. Fanucci stripped. Good defense. Keep it up high, big fella. You bring it down to 6'1" land when you're 6'8". That's the result. And turnover. Marchetti, nice move.
Love the body control there from Marchetti.
Lindsay, 12-footer.
Tough.
His facial expression does not change.
Tough.
17-point lead here for Lincoln.
That's been the magical number.
A little flash here by Fanucci. Marchetti.
Block. Oh!
What do we? I think the official's going to talk about it.
Let's deliberate here.
Yeah.
Let's see this again.
Yeah, player control. The baseline official, when he blew the whistle initially, was thinking it was a block. Mm-hmm. Just watch. I'm not being critical, just having fun.
But that's the best part of the 3 reps.
Yeah.
He can't see it on the low
just
end.
like in life, the best things you can do most of the time is get help. I mean, that's exactly what happened.
I thought the best thing in life come in 3s.
Yeah, there you go. Backing down the truck.
That's too easy.
Somebody got to come in and swipe a hand.
We couldn't let him catch down there.
Anthony Moore. And then he gets sharked.
We got 3 guys in double digits right now. Of course, more.
That's that's
when they're successful.
Yes. And then you've got a 6 and an 8 and a 9. I mean, that's just what they do.
5 here, and good energy.
Bluford back into the game, did some nice things in the first half. Nahad has checked in right in front of the bench. Coach Matthews directing traffic. And then David Gray, Lindsay, miss, Bluford. Great job underneath the basket by Beld of getting position.
Seals him down low.
Hit to be square. I have no problem with that. I've never seen an official, I don't even know what the signal would be with you illegal hipping. No way. It doesn't happen.
Got to use the screen.
Chicken strip. steal. Here comes Lincoln. Shot clock is off. Lindsay, is somebody going to stop him? Feed the big fella. Then we've got a foul.
Easy call. But I like the hang time there from the big fella.
But here's why Lindsay's averaging nearly 7 assists a game. He'll find his guys, and the guys know that they're going to get the basketball.
I mean, and he got a lot of offense around him.
Yep.
Everybody can score. It makes it easier for you as a point guard.
Most certainly.
Freshman.
He's probably 6'5" by the time school starts back up on Monday or Tuesday.
Easily. And you can tell that he's going to grow just based by the bottom half. He's not skinny at all. He's thick, straight up, straight down, legs solid. He's going to definitely get to that 6'5", 6'6" height. If not taller.
Brindle with the rebound. 20-point game here at Folsom.
I was like, I want to get a little bit closer, get that count started, make him move the ball.
Rendell comes and meets the basketball. Lindsay doesn't care if it's a 20-point game or a 2-point game. Moore with a run out. Threatens or affects the shot. And it's 57-37, a 23-point quarter for Lincoln. We'll come back with the fourth quarter. You're watching the Folsom New Year's Eve. Oh, my gosh. I'm doing laps all the way home. You're watching the Folsom New Year's Challenge on NorCal Sports TV.
The time to get in shape is finally here. The Boss Move Fitness app is here to help you accomplish your goals with a customized meal plan, day by day, with a shopping list to make sure that you're eating something nutritious and delicious to help you lose the belly fat for good. It also comes with a customized workout plan, whether you're in a gym or at home, so therefore you never ever have to question what you're doing to make sure you get in the shape that you want to be in. Get started today at GetStarted@BossMoveFitness.com.
I've only shown that. Oh, whoops. 57-37. Campo basketball. Lindsay continue to press the point.
But it wouldn't be right if he didn't, so.
Belled drive, no good. Rebound, Davis.
Here come the Trojans.
Lindsay.
Oh,
that's just beautiful.
The dime packages from the Trojans today have been absolutely amazing.
That was as good as passes as we've seen all day, but Simmons wasn't quite ready for it, but Moore was. I'll take that deflection and put it in.
Yeah, he wants more.
Lindsay doesn't get the assist, though. I digress.
It's been pretty lopsided all day today, outside of our last matchup, but
Davis.
Uh-oh.
Bringing the peanut butter, the jelly, and the Fritos. Moore with the layup.
He wants more.
This, ever since Zeke got called for the tee,
They've been locked in.
He hasn't said a word to anybody except help on defense. Corner three, and Coach Dyer will call a timeout. Why don't you recap the rest of the games?
So going from game 3, El Camino 28, Foothill 60, pretty much a blowout. And then, like I said, our closest matchup for the night, Edison from Stockton 50, Rio Americano 56. And that was the first 4 games for the day.
And then we've got coming up at 6:30, Monterey Trail versus Folsom. Interesting that those schools have not played each other since 2014. We're going to give you a little research there, but not give you all the story. And then coming up at 8 o'clock, Vanden against Sheldon. And those teams, I show no recent history that they've ever played before. So, and that's what these showcases are all about.
Very interesting.
62-40, Moore with the basketball. Again, as mentioned before, had a number of offers and is committed to Weber State.
Love that for him.
They've had some guys, Bay Area guys, Northern California guys. Simmons sees the air ball and puts it in. David Gray in as well. Simmons, Davis, Moore, and Marchetti with this fearless attitude, getting again to the basket.
He's not going to stop playing no matter what the score is.
Yep.
Taking charges and trying to defend Lindsey, but he cannot stop the bleeding.
This time he wasn't going to pass it to Simmons. There's a good two-man game. Cutting to the basket. Revelos.
He said, bounce it out.
Divine with the layup.
Seeps through for another dime.
Simmons doesn't go anywhere except underneath the basket and back and play defense. But with this type of passing, you can really take advantage and get your opportunities. Backing down the truck, trying to clear out Simmons. 6-footer goes 7. Here comes Lindsey again. Moore with the rhythm dribble. He's fouled and it counts.
Count him. And he's just went on a spurt here.
Here once, fouled once, twice, 3 times, doesn't matter.
Love it. Lindsey's eyes always up, trying to make the next play. He pushes the tempo. Everybody else follows and run your lane. You're going to get rewarded.
Kaufman has checked in. Henry has checked in for Campo. And Mesvin has checked in as well. Moore, I don't think we're going to be seeing him for too much longer tonight. But, hey, you got to get your guys minutes. He had a pretty quick game last night, and Coach Dyer will call a timeout. And this is, you think, gosh, you're down. Why you call it a timeout? You never stop coaching, do you?
Not at all. And he's that type of coach. He's intentional with his timeouts. If you ever watch Campolindo, we were talking about it earlier in the first half, he is intentional. So either the other team just scored a bucket or somebody else.
Yeah, he's a hitch. I mean, we talk about our coaches. Right, he is his Hitchcock, Alfred Hitchcock, great movie director. Mm-hmm. There was a reason things were in the screen, and that was a purpose. He could tell the guys didn't know what to do offensively, quickly called a timeout. He's not screaming and yelling. He points the things out, walks away, lets them digest it. Coaching is teaching.
And he keeps it regular, never changes his coaching
fit.
He keeps
remember when he did regular. Bust his hand hitting
and that's what you want off the timeout? The clipboard?
The damn clipboard. I can't even think of it because I never used one. Lindsey, elbow jumper.
Ooh. That was a lot.
A lot of bodies flying, but it's never going to be an effort thing. Watch here at the end of the play.
Everybody going after it.
Rebound is not beautiful, right? It's based off effort and space.
Which is why.
And Fanucci just moving and trying to make space for himself.
Which is why most of the coaches, all their top 3 keys is control the board, defensive board, rebound the board. I said, can somebody just say box out?
Yeah.
That's the key part of getting the board, and you've seen a lot of good plays in this game from both teams securing
this time.
Count them.
This time, the big fella keeps the ball up high. Doesn't bring it down to his waist. You watch. Catches it. Keeps it up at the jersey number.
Moore said, I'm a little bit more than just scoring. Drops a dime right
About
there.
8 guys trying to sub in for Lincoln. I'm just kidding. I want to thank both these coaches. I mean, all the 6 coaches that were faced in these upcoming games and this one. Always just reach out, getting us information. Some of these coaches had games last night. Coach Wall's trying to enjoy getting in all that stuff, but reach out and help because we want to promote these teams and these players. 73-46.
Just a lack of communication there. All new young guys in for both rosters.
And there's somewhere in this lineup for Campo, Coach Dyer's going, I didn't need that 9th or 10th guy against, Clayton Valley in February. Who can I trust? You played a long time. You coached a long time. We worked together. It's all about building the trust with Coach and the staff.
Yeah, and if you look at the Campolindo roster, they're senior heavy. So he's going to be rebuilding. So it's a great opportunity for a lot of young guys to make that presence, get into that Campolindo culture and way. And I don't doubt Coach at all. I think Coach Dyer is one of the best coaches in the section. And so I know he's going to train them up and get them right where they need to be.
Well, it's embarrassing for the longest time that I called him Scott. And he finally said, my name's Steven. And they're like, I know it's Steven because in the game I would say it. I have on the sheet. And it really just makes me stop and think and go, and he's an alum of Campo. He understands the community.
Yes, he does.
He didn't play college basketball. He was a swimmer, I believe, at Oregon State. But what he did is he learned about coaching and motivating. And he's these kids are going to know what to do. And when they don't, they're going to immediately call a timeout and talk about it. Simmons.
Hit the pavement hard on that one.
Hopefully he's okay. Could hear I don't know if he stepped on.
I think he stepped down wrong. He felt it immediately. And the high ankle sprain is probably the worst possible sprain. It's very adjacent to your Achilles, but it's a hard recovery because it's not right there on the tendon and right there on the muscle. Coaches help him off the court.
So Simmons, the starter, get checked out by the training staff. Folsom fully supplied with, as always, here.
The whole Folsom community, which is why I love it, and we'll get more in depth in their game, but they come out and support. They all have been here since the start of the morning, just getting everything in line for them.
Gym's starting to fill up. So strong community here.
Nothing like a home game in Monterey Trail and Folsom.
Oh.
Been running from each other, if you ask me. Just a Sacramento native. I'm going to say it, Babcock.
Well, and I didn't get full Colombo research on this. And we've got a player control.
That's
and
easy.
Look at the bench getting excited. Well, I don't know who that player is because it wasn't on the roster on Max Preps unless I made a mistake. We're going to call him number 22, but I appreciate him stepping in there and drawing the charge. And his teammates getting excited about it. That's when you know it's a close-knit group and have fun with each other. Fuji with the basketball. Bluford just trying to hang down low to see if he can get some rebounds. But Rossiter, he's made a couple of nice shots today.
I feel like Rossiter is going to be a problem.
He's just a sophomore. He was on the varsity last year. Nice set here for Campo, and draws the foul on
But he has something.
Trey Jackson.
And I've been talking about this. Players from Stockton, everybody in Sacramento wants to argue with me, but they've definitely competitively matched us in our energy. Smaller city, but their athleticism and their talent and the kids that they're sending out by far matches our energy to the T. But these young kids, they have something different. I don't know what it is in the Stockton water, but their athleticism is different.
Yep.
And you can see that in Buford. You can see that in a lot of their young players, this is a great opportunity to get some burn, get your rhythm going, especially with both of these teams going into 3 games next week as they continue into league.
Markel Maynard is checked in, post player number 31 for Lincoln. Nahad with the basketball. Fuji comes and meets it. We've got a solid screen, little two-man game. Didn't want to force it. He'll kick it back out. And then we've got to reach in on Kaufman.
But I like it. This is great experience for those younger players to get on the floor and get some rhythm.
Makes the first. Splits the free throws. Campolindo with the basketball. Baseline drive. Official didn't want to call the foul, but at a point he had to.
Yeah. We get down to those last 2 minutes, everybody.
It's a baseline drive. Maynard's down low, and he's leaning on. And call, and it'll be Noah Mesfin will be at the free throw line.
Yeah, this is a pretty good crew, but definitely once you get to that 2-minute mark in the fourth, it's big lead like this. As we see them connect on the first, we're like, hey, let's minimize these calls.
Yeah. Hits both free throws.
The one thing Campolindo going to do, I need to ask him this when I get an opportunity, but they ain't going to miss no free throws. They knock them down.
Fuji, 2 minutes left here. Nahad with the basketball. Back rim. Maynard pushing from the back, gets away with it. They just shoot a big fella.
I wanted 22 to make that just because he's not on max preps.
Yeah, I'm gonna double check.
As Henry knocks that one in for Campolindo. Uh-oh, he's getting to the line.
Attack mode.
I'm telling you, we had it in the last game too. If I'm on the bench, it's just a mentality. But I'm coming in shooting. I'm sorry, Babcock. I'm shooting from half court. I'm shooting it from 30 feet out. I'm driving to the basket. I've been warming the bench up all game. So, now I'm ready to let it loose.
And then the next time when I'm looking, I'm not putting you in.
And my guy gets on the scoreboard. We got to find his name.
It's a second field goal. I'm looking again. I just completely.
I didn't have him on mine either.
No. So my apologies, because the first thing I say is your roster accurate on max preps? So, all right, we'll move forward.
We'll take the blame. You're gonna foul us to death, Babcock.
Steal, and then the guards get out and push. And then Kaufman says, I'm not going to give you an uncontested layup.
No.
And it's a foul. And Nahad, the 5'8 sophomore, will go to the free throw line. Makes the first. So Lincoln looking to win their 10th game in a row. They have wins over San Ramon Valley, Clayton Valley, St. Ignatius, and Mission Bay in the championship of the American Division of the Holiday Classic. Their only loss to Folsom. They play in the same league as Modesto Christian. So that'll be a star, a 5-star matchup coming up later in the year. Fuji with another rebound. Nahad, great decision, young man.
And I appreciate this. A couple games earlier, coaches kind of just left their starters in, even though they're winning significantly. So I love how Coach Matthews is letting his young guys play and get some experience and get some tick in.
Well, these teams, they've played each other. They're from different sections, but this is the fourth time that they've matched up. I think probably in the last. Well, the last matchup was 2022. That was spanning. Those are always in these showcase games.
Yes.
But nobody has come in and done what Lauren said it should be doing, is just taking shots, because I just been on the bench the whole time. They've played within the concept. Yeah, it's an ugly blowout game, but you're always being evaluated. So it's a 78-53 victory for for Lincoln. Game coming up at 6:30 is Monterey Trail versus Folsom. A little simple game in January that could have February and March implications. Thanks to our director, Luis Rango, my broadcast partner, Lauren Goodman. You have been watching the Folsom New Year's Challenge on NorCal Sports TV. Thanks for being on the show.